Good morning, students. Topic for today is business memo. Memo is the short form of memorandum, meaning to be remembered or to be noted. Memos are easy way of putting inter-office communications in black and white. Memos are generally been given on the basis of employees' code of conduct in their work. They may be distinguished from other messages primarily by their form. So most large companies have stationery printed especially for memorandums. Memorandums, as already been said earlier, it's an inter-office communications. It is to inform employees about their conduct of work. How we can write a business memo? The purpose of a memo is to convey important information efficiently. So the objective or the purpose of a memorandum is to generally inform efficiently. The content of memos varies widely, giving recommendations, outlining new procedures, announcing personal changes, and conveying confidential informations are just a few of the functions memos can serve. How we can write a business memo? On what basis we can write a business memo? First one is audiences. Memos are usually used as internal communications rather than external communications, that we have already defined what memorandum stands for. They are generally been written or are used as an inter-office communications rather than an external communications. In other words, memos are used to communicate with people within an organization rather than with people who are not part of the organizations. So memos will be written to only those employees, right? Second one is style. Memos are very informal. They are often less formal than other types of business writing because they are intended for recipients who know one another. Like other types of business writing, memos should always be concisely written, grammatical correct and free of spelling and punctuation errors. Format of memo is, it's easy to distinguish between memos and other type of business correspondence because of the way memos are formatted. So format of memo is extremely different than other form of business writing. We can say their memos are formatted. Title memo or memorandum usually appears at the top of the page under the title. Headings providing information such as the intended recipients or recipients of the memo. So to whom it has to be written, it is well formatted than other types of business writing. Right? So different types of business writings are there, but out of them business memos will be written in different ways. Fourth one is organizations. The introductory sections of the body should establish the context for the memo. It should explain to readers why they are reading the memo. The introduction should end with the recommendations, change or information that is the main point of the memo. The first sentence of each section after the introductory section should establish a position or make a claim. Unlike some other types of writing, like essays, memos starts with a position or claim and then define the position or support the claim. Remember that memo readers expect to learn information efficiently. So how should be organizing? Organizing means you should be sequentially arrange what has to be said to the recipients. Functions of a memo. Memo, also known as memorandum, has a great importance nowadays. It has been said that the purpose of memo is to help everyone to become better organized. Function of memo can be explained in terms of following points. Now we will explain what is a memo. First one is providing information. Memos are used to convey information. These informations may be about a new policy, an explanations or revision of an existing policy or procedure to implement any policy. For example, changes in supervisory positions or special events within the organizations. The annual picnic or any schedules may be conveyed by the memos. So first function of a memo is to provide information. Example के तौर पे we can say if there is any kinds of schedule changes, right? Or if there is an annual picnic, it would be told through memos. Second one is make request. When additional information is required, there we can use the memo to request for further information. Example, to attend a meeting by a specific person or to take prompt actions or any matter request are usually made in memo form. So making request is another function of a memorandum. So in most cases when information is required is more, right, we can use memo for further information. Example, to attend a meeting by a specific person. Third one, provide response. Requests made by memo are usually answered by memo. Example, confirmations of attending any meeting or explaining the reason for not attending the meeting. Accept or reject an invitation to represent the organizations at any outside meeting or other activity can be answered through a memo. So make request, provide response. Requests made by memo are usually answered by memo. Example, confirmation of attending any meeting or explaining the reason for not attending the meeting. Accept or reject an invitations to represent the organizations at any outside meeting or other activities can be answered through a memo. Fourth one is present informal report. Informal reports are commonly used by managers in planning, organizing, motivating and controlling. Such reports can be presented through memo containing information regarding managerial decisions and also recommended a solution to a problem being researched. So present informal report means it is used by a manager in planning. It's a managerial functions. Example, if you have to take any kinds of decision, first you required a planning, better organizing, controlling. Now, what is difference between a letters and memo? Ordinary letter and a memorandum. What kind of differences are there? Although memorandums are internal letters, they differ from letter in two major ways. First, memorandums are more likely to be written in the direct order. Most letters also are direct, but an even greater percentage of memorandums are direct. So difference between letter is generally writers of memorandums have less need to be concerned about the effect of their words. That is tactfulness, negative positiveness, your viewpoint, and such usually are not major concerns. So difference between a letter and memo is that a letter has different formats than a memorandum which is having different format. Function of memo. The word memorandum of or memo appears at the top. Below this main heading comes the specific heading common to all memorandums. Date, to, from, subject, etc. Because memorandums are often short, some companies use 5:8:2 inch stationery for them as well as conventional size. Each memo has 5 headings at the top of the first page. Means a memo starts with how a memo can be started. Memo can start with company name contained in the letterhead. So you might have seen, if you get any kinds of certificate from college, first thing is there will be a heading of college's logo, contact number. Second, the word to be followed by a colon indicating the recipients of the memo. Use reader full name with any professional title such as doctor, but without the complimentary titles of Mr., Miss, Mrs., etc. If you are sending the memo, the word to be followed by colon. Now, word from followed by a colon indicating the sender. Fourth one, the word date and a colon. All memos must be dated as in business letter. Dating a communications gives the company a record of its correspondence. Now you can see different memos are given. Memos format. Casual memo format is to audience name in bracket will come. From means person and or department issuing the memo. Who is issuing the memo? Name will be the date sent, subject of the memo. Opening letter will be get to the point in the opening paragraph, give things simple and short, make it easy and fast to read. Summary, summarize any historical or conceptual informations needed to support the opening paragraph. And lastly, conclusion, end with a call to action. Format of a formal memo, memorandum to in bracket audience, from in bracket person on or department issuing the memo, date sent, subject of the memo. Opening letter will be get to the point in the opening paragraph, keep things simple and short. Summary, summarize any historical or conceptual informations needed to support the opening paragraph. Conclusion, end with a call to action. Send copies to anyone affected by the memo. Attachment means anything that you have to attach along with your memorandum. Now we can see the sample memos. First one, an office memorandum permitting an employee to study. Healthy Organic Limited's Surat memo. Number 81/1/03, date June 3, 2016. To Sri Akhilesh, Assistant Sales Department from Suras Ghosh, Manager Personnel. Subject, permission to pursue studies. Sri Akhilesh is hereby informed that the office has no objection to his pursuing part-time MBA program in the evening after office hours. However, grant of leave for study examination is subject to exigencies of the office work.